Good morning, students. Well, coming back to the chapter, I think we have solved exercise till question number 5, main question number 5. So now we'll be moving with the next, that is question number 6. What they are given question number 6? Given below are pictures of people suffering from some diseases. Identify the diseases and write its name below the picture. So they are given you pictures, that is images. So once you look at those images, what's going to be the disease that you have to identify? Alright. So question number 6. What we have to do? We have to identify the diseases with the help of the pictures given there. So I will short in short I will write just as identify the disease. So in that first one, a person's throat, it has been swollen. So it indicates there is deficiency of iodine in him. So the man is suffering from which disease? It is goitre. Then second picture, this shows it is rickets. It shows rickets. Why does it show rickets? What are the symptoms of those rickets? Actually, that rickets disease is having symptoms like bowed legs, then bending of bones. So as we can find there, bowed legs, that is picture B in question number 6. So that shows rickets. Then the third picture where a man is holding his stomach, so that shows it is obesity. It is obesity. It is due to use of excessive fats and also eating too much of junk foods that leads to obesity. Then the last, that is kwashiorkor. What is that? Kwashiorkor. So what does this image D tell you? It is showing there is a protruding belly, thin and lean, and having thin limbs, stunted growth. So these all are the symptoms of that image D. So which shows it is a disease called kwashiorkor. So this is about question number 6, where we can see the images and identify what kind of diseases the images are showing. So then moving to question number 7. Then moving to question number 7. What is that question? Give reasons for the following. So what we have to do? We have to give reasons for the following. So in that first one, what they are given? Roughage should be included in our daily diet. Roughage should be included in our daily diet. So it has to be included in our daily diet because it is regulating bowel movement and it helps food to pass through alimentary canal. Okay. So first one, roughage should be included in our diet. The reason is it regulates the bowel movement and helps to helps to pass food down the alimentary canal. All right. Why this diet has to be used? Why roughage should be there in our daily diet? Is it clear? Of the answer is, and the reason for that is this one. Then what is second one? A growing child requires more proteins than an adult. So why a growing child is requiring more proteins than adults? It is because it helps in building new cells. It helps in building new cells and for growth of child. So this proteins is going to help in building new cells and for growth of child. That is why a growing child requires more proteins than adults. Then third one, what it is? Food should not be heated over and over again. Why food should not be heated over and over again? Because the nutrients present in it, the nutrients present in it are going to be destroyed. So what we should do? We should not heat the food again and again. In case if we heat it again and again, then whatever the nutrients are there in it is going to be destroyed. Then fourth one, D. That is, we should say no to junk food. Why we should say no to junk food? Because it leads to obesity. It leads to obesity and heart related problems. So what we should do? We should say no to junk food. Then fifth one in that is E. Water is essential for our body. Why water is essential for our body? Because it helps in transport of nutrients. Alright. So water, what it is going to do? It is going to transport nutrients to the body, in the body, and also it helps to maintain constant temperature. Alright. Is this visible? Last one. Okay. Then F, the last one in that, I'll write it here at the top. Right? What is that F? Fruits and vegetables should not be washed after peeling their skins or cutting them. So what we should do? We should not wash the vegetables or fruits once we cut them or we peel off their skin. If we do so, what is going to happen? Whatever the nutrients were there in that fruits or vegetables is going to be lost. So the nutrients present in it are going to be washed. So what we should do? We should not wash the vegetables or fruits once we cut them or even after peeling their skin. Alright. So you have this question number 6 and 7. So it will be given only 2 minutes. Do it first. Write it. Or else we'll do one thing. You just stop writing. You can give pause and note it down so that I can continue now. Then question number 8. What is that? Very short answer type questions. So question number 8. It is very short answer type questions. Alright. So what is first one? A. Name any two nutrients found in food. So name any two nutrients found in food. So you can write any two nutrients out of those five which you are going to find in food. Even we have roughage, right, and also water. So here I am writing carbohydrates and fats. Okay. So these are the two nutrients that we will find in food. Then second one, name any two protective foods. So what we have to do? Next B, we have to name so that they should be protective foods. So which are protective foods? These carbohydrates, fats, these are energy giving foods. Then proteins, it is building cells. Then vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals. So these are what? These are protective foods. Then next C. What is C? Write any one use of water. So we have to write any one use of water. For example, it helps to prevent dehydration. It helps to prevent dehydration. Alright. Then next it is D. Name a deficiency disease caused by lack of iodine in the body. So what kind of disease is going to be in case if there is a deficiency of iodine? We have seen that in the identifying the diseases using the images or using the pictures given, that is question number 6. So there the first image itself is showing it is due to lack of iodine. So what is the disease caused due to lack of iodine? It is goitry. It is goitry. Then the next E, which is the simplest carbohydrate? Which is the simplest carbohydrate? I think this was told at the initial of this chapter. It is nothing but glucose. So that is the simplest carbohydrate that we find. Then coming to question number 9, it is short answer type questions. Short answer type questions. Is that first one? What are nutrients? What are nutrients? These are the useful substances present in the food. So whatever the food we are going to take, in that these nutrients will be present. The useful substances present in the food. Alright. Then B. What is the question? What is roughage? So what is roughage? It is the fiber. The fiber present in the food. The fiber present in the food that we eat. Alright. Whatever we are going to eat, in that whatever fiber is there, that is said to be roughage. Then third one, it is define a balanced diet. What is that? Define a balanced diet. A balanced diet should have all the nutrients, roughage, water. So it is a diet that contains all the nutrients, water, and roughage in proper proportions. Then we say that it is a balanced diet. Then the next D, what are symptoms of rickets? So what are symptoms of rickets? First thing, having bowed legs. Then bending of bones. Then it is development of pigeon chest and development of pigeon chest. So these are the symptoms of rickets. Then the last one, what it is distinguish between malnutrition and undernutrition. So what is that? It is distinguish between malnutrition and undernutrition. So first we'll be writing about malnutrition. So what is this malnutrition actually? It is nothing but imbalance of nutrients in the body. This malnutrition is going to occur if there is no proper balance in the nutrients in the body. So that is the imbalance of nutrients. The imbalance of nutrients in the body. Then next, what is that? Undernutrition. What is undernutrition? It is requirement of this undernutrition is going to happen if we take less amount of nutrients than the required amount of nutrients by the body. So it is due to lower intake of food than the required amount of by body, then the required amount of food by body. For this, we are going to say it as undernutrition. Undernutrition means how much is required, taking less than that, the taking less amount than the required amount. Then malnutrition is it is imbalance of nutrients. Is this clear? Okay, then we'll move to next question. That is question number 10. The next it is question number 10, long answer type questions. In that first question, how can you test the presence of sugar in food sample? So what we have to do, first we have to take food sample. If it is solid, we have to crush it and add little water. So first what we will do, right? Take a food sample. If it is solid, crush it and add little water. Alright. If it is solid, crush it and add little water. Then what next? We have to add few drops of Benedict's solution. Add few drops of Benedict's solution and heat it. What do we have to do after adding Benedict's solution? We have to heat it. After heating, the food turns to red brick color. It confirms that sugar is present in it. If it turns to red brick color, then sugar is high in it. If it turns to brick red color, then it is having high content of sugar in it. If it turns to yellow, then it is having medium sugar in it. In case if it turns to green, then it is having low sugar in it. Alright, then moving to next question. It is B. What is that question? Describe an experiment to test the presence of starch in a food sample. So what we have to do? We have to test for starch. So simple. It is also similar. Take food sample. If it is solid, crush it, add water, and shake it. And shake well. After that, what we have to do? We have to add iodine solution. Add few drops of iodine solution. It turns to which color? Blue black color. It shows or it confirms starch is present. Alright. The next, number C. What is obesity and how it is caused? First thing, obesity is the condition where person gains lot of weight. So what's happening? Actually, the person is gaining lot of weight. Then how it is caused? It is caused due to excessive intake of fats and junk food. So what we should avoid? We should avoid too much amount of fat and say no to junk food. Then question number D. What is that? List the symptoms of child suffering from marasmus and kwashiorkor. So first we'll be writing symptoms of marasmus. So what are the symptoms if a child suffers from marasmus? Very thin and lame, very thin and lame, then dry and wrinkled skin, dry and wrinkled skin, then sunken eyes, sunken eyes, then which is next? That is kwashiorkor. All right. Okay, it is kwashiorkor. What are the symptoms of this disease? Thin limbs, stunted growth, then protruding belly, and what else? Scaly and dry skin, scaly and dry skin, protruding belly, and reddish hair. So these are the symptoms of marasmus and kwashiorkor. Then last we have, what is that? Name the diseases caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin B. So due to vitamin C, the disease caused is scurvy and its symptoms are bleeding gums and loose teeth. Then vitamin D. What is that vitamin D? It is going to cause rickets. If there is deficiency of this vitamin D, then it causes rickets. Its symptoms are, we have written somewhere in the earlier part, bowed legs, bending of bones, and pigeon chest. Then last, it is vitamin B. It is going to cause beriberi, a disease called beriberi, where a person is having weak muscles, then loss of weight, and appetite. So, due to deficiency of these vitamins, these kind of diseases are caused, and these are their symptoms. And this completes exercise of this chapter 2. So, read in home, complete this exercise in a homework book, right? Keep reading textbook, read the next chapter also, and we'll be starting with the new chapter in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class. Thank you.